Jupiter family. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Bum, 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 ba, 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 ba. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. I had a melody stuck in my head, and it's probably because the concert was really that great. I got to see Marcus Miller live. He's a bassist. Okay. But that is not the part that's sticking with me. What's sticking with me is that there is a melody that flows through you, that sustains you. So some of you may have a song that calms you, a soothing melody that you like to hear or play when you're frustrated, upset, or something like that. Like that was the message that was conveying. Like there's a soothing melody. And we all have ways of soothing ourselves. Hopefully it's something natural and not a vice. I'm not talking about smoking weed or your favorite alcoholic beverage, or for some of us it's silence. For some of us it's music, a specific melody. For some of us it's watching tarot. For some of us it's a sports or going to work out. Just be careful about access, because too much of anything, I don't care what it is just not good for you. Okay, so you may want to be mindful of that. Dance it out. See what I'm saying? Spirit knows and spirit flows. Okay, dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, I will play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. Okay? And that, like I said, that may be the soothing. It could be dancing, the music, dancing to the music, or just hearing the music, right? Feeling the melody, letting it flow through you. A lot of us get messages that way. You will hear your own messages, right? Through your intuition, through your connection of the thing that it is that you like to do that helps bring that about. Subconscious mind. I realize that subconscious beliefs or programs may be holding me back from my desires. For example, if I want money, I may have been told things growing up that I am subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release beliefs that no longer align, substituting them with the ones that do. And you may be doing all of that, realigning what you used to know, learning what you need to know, or what you feel you need to know, what's going to help you bring in and call in the things to you that you want to have for yourself, for your life, right? Projecting. Rather than reacting and projecting my emotions onto others, I remember no one is to blame. No one is responsible for the emotions that I feel. When someone says or does something that brings up strong emotions within me, I have to choose. I have a choice in how I respond. And I'll throw in a little quick example of that. So I went on a little couples thing with couples. It was all couples, right? And we were going to an event where I felt dressing nice and doing those things is the thing for you to do. I'm gonna keep that because it flew out while I was talking and making a point, and then it's gonna tie in. Okay, so one of the women in the group thought I was overdressed. And I said, overdressed for what? The event? And she was just like, well, yeah, we're all in, because they were all like in jeans and they were all in more, let me see, how can I describe it? More relaxed wear. And, you know, I had on heels and a dress. And I dress how I feel. I don't always dress for the occasion. Okay? So even if it's not black tie, like, I mean, if it's black tie, it's black tie. I'm gonna abide by that. But I mean, like, you know, if it's a concert of some sort, indoor, outdoor, I'm gonna dress to the venue, to how I feel, and things of that nature. If I'm gonna need to be doing a lot of walking, like, I think in that aspect, when I get dressed, I don't think about, oh, I'm going to this event, I need to be dressed this way. I think, okay, we're probably gonna have to do some walking. Where are the tickets? Where is the seating? Like, I plan in that aspect. So I knew we weren't going to be doing a lot of walking. I'm going with my partner, who is not going to let me walk more than 10 feet to the car. So I just need standing time. So I'm going to wear me some cute heels, and they don't have to really be that comfortable because it's seating. We'll be seated. I just need to be able to, if I want to dance or cut a little bit of a rug, I can do that. And if I need to walk to the restroom, I can do that, right? I buy heels that are comfortable anyway. Like, I don't extend myself for the sake of cuteness or beauty or any of that. Okay. I'm saying that to say, getting to projecting, I was explaining to her that, you know, I dress how I feel, or like the way that, you know, I dress how I want to dress, you dress how you want to dress. I said, I don't feel like I'm overdressed for anything. But, you know, I said people shouldn't project. And she was just like, I'm not projecting. I said, it is. I said, it's your perception that you're projecting onto me on what you think I should be doing. It's a projection. I'm not going to do that. And your comments on what I'm wearing has nothing to you, but what I did notice was her guy was, and even my guy noticed it. He said she said that because she noticed her man watching you. And I didn't notice that until the person I was with pointed it out. He was like, he said, I even had to look around to make sure that you was the one he was looking at, because the way he was looking. And I was like, okay. So he was like, you're attractive. She's upset. And I said, okay. And that was her way of expressing it. Gotcha. Notice the green on the board, okay? Love chakra, heart chakra is real pertinent right now. Like, that is age of Aquarius. No, we are not in it, but it is approaching. And I believe the universe is getting us ready for accepting things that we cannot accept, and moving on, and realizing that some people are going to do what they feel that they need to do for them. And you, my dear, you, my lovely, lovely Jupiter family, are no different. Everyone should be doing what is best for them. Okay? When you are out in public, then yes, you must consider others. And in considering others, it does not mean that you're going to make them do what it is that you want them to do. It just means, okay, this is how these people are carrying themselves and doing things. So I will adjust in a way where I can still hold my own, but not interject my wants, needs, desires into their space or field, right? Mirror. In order to change life outside, I need to change inside. Once I am open to this change, my exterior reality will begin to mirror those new shifts. And we're all in the middle of that, making these shifts, changes, twists and turns to our lives, you know, to stay at home and work, to go back into the office, to start the business, to not start the business, to get rid of this group of friends, to stay with this group of friends. Should I, invest in converting this religion into this religion? Is it going to be great for me? Have a good day, babe. Is it going to be great for me, or is it going to be a struggle? and how much of a struggle, weighing all of the options and obstacles around us so that we can elevate into the new us that we want to be, okay, that you want to be, that is going to be sufficient for you and your family, not someone else's, okay? And a lot of people seem to think that we can't be different but together. And it's crazy because the world is showing us that we can right now, right? We have a community of people who don't want to be boxed in by gender or lifestyle and things like that. And they are in politics, and they're in your tech industries, and they are in your clothing industries, and they are in they're in every industry that there is to be in, right? So we are showing the world that we can be extremely different and still come together. And that systems do work, okay? And that you can choose and opt what systems to be a part of and what systems to not be a part of. What systems to not be a part of. And there's a big thing now about vaccinated versus unvaccinated. I really don't want to get into that debate. You know, we were having a lovely dinner and then someone brought it up and I was just like, really? You want to ruin dinner by talking about vaccinated versus unvaccinated? And then she was like, you must not be vaccinated. And I said, why would you say that? Because I don't want to have the discussion. I said, no, that's untrue. Doesn't mean that my status doesn't mean that has nothing to do with wanting to have this conversation. I said it's dividing the world and it's making people hate each other. And yeah, I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't want to be bothered with the conversation and a night out where I'm supposed to be enjoying myself. And, you know, I try to stay away from political, religious, and now this health concern of the world. I try to stay away from those conversations when I'm out enjoying myself. Now, if we're in a conversation about that, then we're in a conversation about that. You know, if we're doing that in a space where we're doing that, but not, you know, I don't want to do that over salad and garlic bread. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. And they kind of took offense to it, but they understood, and they were just like, you know, well, it's happening whether you want it to or not, which I thought was very, because it's happening whether we want to talk about it or not, whether we want to be around it or not, it's happening. And people are going to have to make choices for themselves, choices for them family. Me and my family have already decided that what your choice is your choice. Okay. And it's okay that it's your choice. Just know that there's going to be regulations on it at some point. Okay. This is what I'm telling everybody. I don't care what you choose. At some point, it's going to be like the non-smoking thing, okay? There's going to be a smoker section and a non-smoker section. There's going to be a vaccinated section and a non-vaccinated section. And the non-vaccinated people are going to have to maneuver around just like smokers. You're going to have to move around just like smokers. You can't go to this place, but you can go to this place, or you can't do this. Or there's only a certain time when you can come in and you can go, or you'll have to take it as takeout. You can't stay, because every business, state, county, country is going to create their own rules around it, just like they do smoking. Okay. The first time I was in Europe, I was like, oh my God, I forgot. They're not in the United States of America, so they don't have a non-smokers rule. Like, you can still go to a coffee shop right now in Europe and sit down next to somebody who's going to smoke cigarettes. Facts. Every country is going to have their own rule. And, you know, my suggestion, like I've been telling people, I work in travel, is obtain the passports that make sense to you. Like there are passports that you can get just based off your descent, if you know those things. Now, that's going to be a lot easier for non-melanated people, okay? Because, you know, a lot of their things are registered and in certain databases, where non-melanated people, we have a history of a non-logged history. Okay? Our history is non-logged. So it's going to be a lot harder for melanated people to obtain passports from other countries and things of that nature, if you're going to do it based on descent. There's other ways, though, you know. There's the visa system and all kinds of stuff. So you may want to look into your options of having, so that you have the flexibility to get up and leave the USA if you need to leave the USA. I don't know why I am going into this in this messaging today, but someone needs to know that you will have options no matter what rules, regulations that drop in regards to this life that we're going into. You will have options. And my biggest suggestion to humans is get your bank up. Okay? Your credit, money, you're going to need ways to maneuver to purchase things. You may need to hire lawyers. You may need to purchase visas. You may need to, purchase plane tickets and things of that nature. You want to have a reserve somewhere to where if you need to move, you can move. I want to say no matter the cost, but I know that's not feasible for everyone, but you will need to be able to move around. And money, whether it's digital currency, your mama's currency, U.S. currency, Euro currency, Swahili currency, I don't care what the currency, okay? You're going to need it to move around. Okay. So make sure that you are participating in all of the currencies to some extent, whether you're purchasing it or investing in it, owning some for yourself, things of that nature. In my appreciation, I offer no resistance. 51 reduced down to a 6. Appreciation and self-love are the most important aspects you could ever nurture. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we have ever witnessed anywhere in the universe. Appreciation. In my appreciation, I offer no resistance. No resistance in appreciation. You can't say I'm grateful, but this is nice, I wish that. Appreciate it. Be grateful for it and keep pushing forward. The doubt kills acceptance. And it creates resistance. The inside must match the outside. Okay, family? No worry. No worry. Da 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 da. La 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 la. La 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 la. The path of least resistance. The path of least resistance. Happiness. Look at all this green on the board. I'm trying to tell you. Love. love, pure love, true love, intentional love, inviting love, love, love. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Look at the dolphins. And you know, dolphins are naturally happy. Let me show y'all this artistry here. In this swirl. Get into the swirl of the happy dolphins, okay? Dolphins are naturally happy creatures. They have not a care in the world. They love everybody, even the humans that get into their water and always doing something that they ain't got no business doing. But they're in the water with you. And they're protectors. Fun fact about a dolphin for me. I was jet skiing. Doesn't matter where I was. I was jet skiing. I fell off the jet ski. A dolphin pushed me to my jet ski. Like literally pushed me to my jet ski. I thought I was dying. Facts. I thought I was dying. I was like, oh my God, an animal is about to eat me. I didn't know it was a dolphin until I got to the jet ski and got on it. And then there were like several. 3 or 4 or something to that effect. It might have been more. And they were all like circling and hopping around. I guess, you know, making sure that because I had trouble restarting it. And then once I restarted it, it was like, they was like, yes, now move, come on, keep going. The scariest thing I've ever seen, I was on a boat and we saw dolphins and they were jumping and jumping around and they stopped. And then a big ass whale like came up out of the water. And I was just like, oh, okay. They went away because they felt the whale coming. And it's just interesting at how protective they are and innocent they are. They're like children. They are the children of the ocean. I'm sure that many of you have heard that expression before. But I'm saying all of that to say your childlike state is the happiness and the appreciation where you need to be in. That's going to bring in all of the greatness while you're unlearning and relearning from your subconscious mind and remembering not to project, but only to mirror that is that you want to see. Ew! Look at how I brought that around for y'all. Projecting is a no-no. Bum bum ba 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 bum bum. No spellcaster. Bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba ba. Doo doo. I just came off of a great, lovely, relaxing weekend. It was beautiful. Marcus Miller was kick-ass awesome. Bonnie James was delicious. Oh, thank you, Lord. I love my life. And the people that are in it. Dun, 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 dun. I have my patio door open, so there's that. There is that. Just taking a little short break from work because the internet is down. I'm wondering what's going on with that. I saw the trucks out there. They're working on it. We want to continue to let them do that. La, 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 la. Stuck in the mud. Notice that it's an elephant. 24 reduces to a 6. What's up with the 6s? Happy full moon in Aquarius, by the way. Hope you guys set your intentions. Let's talk about where we're going with all these 6s. Stuck in the mud. You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will get you to even muddier places. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. And how they say it in the Christian community, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that it's going to be taken care of. Sometimes you have to sit and listen. This may be a call to action for you guys to get back into meditation, start meditation. Sitting in silence is very important. I have a friend who is just like, the silence is so loud. I was like, I know, but you got to sort through that so that you can have, how do you have inner peace? Doesn't mean, I guess you don't have to have quiet to have inner peace, but peace and quiet go together. Like, see how easy peace and quiet goes together. Peace and quiet and peace. Peace and quiet go together. So if you're not forcing your mind to shut it all down so that you can clearly see and think through it logically and apply knowledge that you have instilled in yourself to these situations, then you'll forever be stuck. When this card is reversed, it reminds you, well, I don't say, because I don't do reversals, but I will say an additional meaning. So the additional meaning, it reminds you that you're stuck due to your obstinate desire to get what you want. Snappies. We're being stubborn. When and how you want it. Perhaps it's uncomfortable to admit that the course of action you've chosen for yourself isn't right for you now. Even so, you have a choice. You can struggle in the mud and get nowhere, or take a moment to observe where you are, then step out, wash away the dirt, dry off, and find other things to do. A much better adventure awaits you. You'll know when it's time to embark upon it. You'll know. Chill. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Everything's gonna be alright. As you can see, I am not great at impersonations. But that would be, who is that? Miss Toni Braxton, okay? Sometimes you have to just sit, let things flow, and observe. Observe the current climate, the space that you're in. You know, when I'm out with a group of people that I don't really know, I barely talk. And I'm a talkative person, but I just don't. And it's not out of fear, it's just out of effort. I don't want to make the effort. I don't. Personally, I don't be wanting to make the effort. I've never liked really large groups of friends. Never liked having to manage a bunch of people. Except when it comes to monetary gain. Other than that, I'm not interested. And that's just the true fact about me. I'm not interested. I'm not trying to be your homie. Just not. I have great love in my life. And I always have, though. You know, even before my true spiritual walk, I've always had great love in my life. So romantic and non-romantic. Like I stated, notice that it's an elephant that's stuck in the mud. Elephants are never really stuck in the mud. They're just in the mud. They're never really stuck there. They're just in the mud. I mean, we're talking about an animal who's a force of nature. If they lean on something, they can crush it, right? I promise you, you're not stuck. You're sorting. Sometimes that's what I tell myself. You're not stuck, you're just sorting. Then I say, okay, Most High, help me sort. This is what I don't want. This is what I do want. This is what I don't need. This is what I do need. Help me sort. And then the answers come to you. So you may be in a space right now where you're sorting, which is great. Which is really great for right now. You know, the full moon just passed. I hope you set your intentions and did your burnings or your watering or your spiritual baths or whatever it is that you like to do. But talk to these energies that are moving right now, because they are going to bring you the abundance that it is that you seek, the love that it is that you seek, the care and the nature, the life that it is you want to live. Most High is going to bring that to you, but you must communicate to Most High, and you must stand firm on the things that it is that you've asked for and that you're doing. Let your no's be no's and your yeses be yeses, and no wavering in between. Sit, think, rest on your next move. You will have what you need at the time that you need it. Continue to walk your North Node, Jupiter family. Expanding in your Jupiter. By the way, like 6 or 7 planets are retrograde right now. So this is a good time to just be still and know that you are taken care of. Relax and reevaluate. And then level up, darlings. Blessings and abundance. I love you. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. I know I don't say it enough in these videos. I really don't. I'm trying to make it a habit. Bear with me as I instill it into my way of speaking. I appreciate you all. Yes, 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 I do. Blessings.